Hello and welcome to this next episode of New School Wedding Photographer. I'm Taylor Jackson.
I'm Tyler James.
And we're here today to talk about the What If conference that's happening in Cabo. We're both going to escape the Arctic winter up here in Canada. It started snowing today, and as soon as it started snowing, and then it kept snowing all day, so I booked my trip around 3 p.m. this afternoon.
Yeah, the snow's a great reminder. Yeah, I can only handle it for so long. We try and get a trip in like maybe once a month through the winter. It's just nicer that way.
Destination weddings come in and help with that too.
That's right.
Anyways, I guess we're going to talk about the What If conference as well as kind of what we want to get out of conferences in general. By conferences, I mean workshops, conventions such as WPPI, and kind of everything in between.
All right. Yeah, I think with this conference specifically, there's some comparison between it and WPPI because they're happening kind of close together. And we chose this. Still kind of up in the air about WPPI, but we chose this because the one thing that bothered me with WPPI, as much as there was good information, it felt like you didn't really have a great opportunity to have some kind of one-on-one time with a lot of the photographers that were doing a lot of the speaking, especially while they were speaking. And I would much prefer a more intimate setting with 5 photographers I like than a larger scale one with, 50 of them. I prefer being able to pick somebody's brain and having a conversation and hearing a little bit more about what they're about. And outside of all of the information that's presented, like at the actual seminar or workshop.
Yeah. For me, I guess with any conference that I go to, it's kind of all about the community that's there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the What If conference really helps it, or really hits it kind of dead on with, that they're just kind of going after like that poolside talk and just like going out for dinner and just having a good time.
Yeah.
I don't actually know how many tickets they've sold, but in my brain, it's kind of an intimate atmosphere and just kind of everyone just hangs out for a couple days. And I feel like it's good to immerse yourself with a bunch of quality people that are interested in the same things and are also interested in kind of building their networking community, even if it doesn't actually lead to any business sales. It's just nice to have those connections. It just adds to life value, I think.
And it keeps you inspired, right? When you hear like some of the mind-blowing stuff that other people are shooting or doing, it really kind of makes you go, oh man, I got to do some really cool stuff myself. It keeps you energized, I think, when you start getting into a room full of other like-minded people, and especially if they're doing really awesome things. I think that's huge.
I'm interested to see what like kind of creatives come out of that come out from Cabo whenever everyone's down there.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be great. I'm excited for it, that's for sure. If you want to click show you guys some of the speakers?
If you want to click through the website.
There we go. So this is the artistpreneurs, I guess, who are speaking there. I love that name. That's great. So,
good name.
Yeah. And I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with everybody, but they got some pretty big names speaking. And I mean, these are people that I would seek out at WPPI. And the fact that they're kind of all in one place is awesome. And it's just, this concentrated list of people. And I think that's great. And I think lots of times you go to these conventions and there's a whole bunch of info on shooting. You hear like 5 different, things about shooting. And then you go into another one, it's lighting, and another one about business. And by the time you get back, you're like, your brain's going crazy trying to sort all that info. And I think this is just purely about, I'm hoping to get a lot more out of shooting from this conference.
It just looks like fun. I think that's the underlying theme of this. It's that, yes, it probably will help your business in some way, but it's also fun.
Yeah.
And you get a certain amount of write-offs when you have a business, and conferences in Cabo are kind of, up there on my list of ways to spend my money, I think.
Yeah, definitely. You can't go wrong with this type of a business expense.
All right. So I guess we'll update you once we're down there. And
sure.
Then we'll probably do a couple episodes poolside. Maybe we can rope somebody into, doing one of these with us.
That would be cool.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah, we'll see if maybe even shooting or something like that. So we'll come up with something exciting.
Exactly. And if you want to head down there with us, I think that ticket sales are open for the next few days.
Yeah.
And it's at the Rio Santa Fe in Cabo, which is You can't swim in front of the resort, which is kind of unfortunate, but the waves are they are gigantic. I was down there, I was at the Rio Palace, which is right next door to it for a destination, last May, I guess. And I took one photo, and it's just a gigantic wave behind the bride, and it's absolutely insane. But it's really deceptive because the waves will start maybe like 20 or 30 feet out from the actual shoreline, so not very far at all. And the wave that just crashed will get sucked back in, kind of in the undertow, and it'll collide with the wave that's coming, or that's just starting to build up.
Oh, crazy.
It's like this 15-foot monster that was built in like 10 feet, and then it just destroys the coast, and it's fun to watch.
That's cool. I've never been. So, yeah.
Straight up,
it's good info. I'd be that idiot who wanders into the water not knowing, and I get swept away by a 10-foot monster.
Don't go in the water. I should actually, I'm going to post that at the end of this if I can find it.
Oh, that's great.
All right. So anyways, see you down there. Otherwise, I will be at WPPI. I'm trying to convince Tyler to go to WPPI as well.
Yeah, we'll see.
How that goes.
Yeah. If you guys want more information on What If, definitely check out the website, whatifconference.com. And there's lots of stuff there if you can sign up and check it out. So.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Right. Till next time.
Bye.
Tyler Jackson.
I'm Tyler James.
See ya.
All right, so I think we're going to get into a little bit more about posing today, specifically how we pose, couples and groups and things like that.
Yeah.
So